Hey guys, what's going on? It's Zach as a Lego, and are you tired of farming for these things? That's good, man. That's real good. I think you found the place for you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to go to adventure mode on courses, and we're going to look for a large dirt structure, and once we find it, we're going to be looking for an area called the fetid pools. You can see me spawn on courses. I'm just going to run around, speed this part up until we can find the dungeon. Alright, so once we get in this area, you'll notice that it says fetid pools at the top. We're going to be looking for a thing called the rusted amulet, I believe. Once you find it, you do not want to pick up the rusted amulet. I did actually find a guide online. There's not very many videos for this cheating, I suppose, but the person that I found said that you were supposed to kill all the enemies in the area. I don't really know why you would have to do that or if that's true, but I killed a bunch of the enemies in the fetid pool anyway, mostly because if not, they're just gonna mob behind you while you're trying to do your saving. Alright, so now once we found the rusted amulet, what we're gonna do is continue through the area until we hit the checkpoint. You'll know that you're there whenever you find a room with a bunch of locked cages. There's gonna be an enemy inside of one of them, and then behind two doors, there's going to be 25 approximately rusted fragments. Again, don't pick up the necklace, otherwise you're going to have to redo this entire area and find the fetid pools again. As you can see, we're in that area. The door directly to my character's left right now is the door that we're going to be going through. So we're going to save, and then we are going to exit the application back to our desktop. Okay. So once on our desktop, we're going to go ahead and type in %appdata%, which is going to open up our save folder. We're going to go to the local file and find Remnant, and then we are going to copy over our save data onto our desktop. So you're looking for the profile is your character data, and save is the world data. So we're going to copy both of them over to our desktop. In hindsight, we really don't need to do anything with our character because we're not going to be changing anything with them. But if something were to go wrong, then at least we have a backup save. Alright, so now that we're back in the fetid pools area, we're going to run over and pick up the necklace. And then what we're going to do is exit our game again. Now that we have it saved in our inventory, and the world we have a backup of has it saved in the world. So we're going to exit the game, go back to our desktop, and then copy and paste that save file back into our folder. Okay, so once we're back in the fetid pools area, just confirming the rusted amulet is in my inventory. I'm going to go around the corner and double check to make sure that the rusted amulet is still in the world as well, meaning that we have successfully duplicated it. One thing I will say is you can do this as many times as you want to open as many of those doors in there as you want to. I'm only going to show you how to do the glowing fragments, but as you can see, we now have 2. You can get as many as you need. The next thing that you want to do is run around the world until you find the pool area, which is not your community pool, but rather a pool of acid. So currently, I'm going to be running around the map until I find the pool area where you can crouch and turn the amulet into a key. Okay, so once you get to the acid pool area, I confirm that I'm still wearing the rusted amulet, and then you just want to go and crouch and walk into one of the acid pools. Eventually, the amulet is supposed to turn into a key. As you can see in the clip, I'm having a little bit of difficulty, and instead the pool's just killing me, so I unequip and then re-equip the amulet, trying to see if maybe because it's glitched. I don't really know what caused this. I don't really know what makes it turn, but eventually, just by sitting in this pool long enough, the amulet does turn into the key. At this point, I was thinking, I'm gonna have to get out, cure my corrosion, this thing's killing me too fast. And then, boom, it turned into a key. So at this point, what we want to do is go back to the area where the cages were, and then we're gonna use the key that we have right now on the first door. I just kill myself because it's faster to teleport back to the checkpoint. Alright, so now we're gonna use the key that we just got on the first door. As you can see, the enemies are trying to stop me, it seems. They don't want me cheating. And then after the first door opens, what we're going to do is we're going to save by just exiting the application. That creates a save. And then once we get back to our desktop, we're just going to copy and paste the new save file, and we're going to replace the one on our desktop. So now the file that we have on our desktop is one with the first door open, and the amulet is still in the world. So we're going to reload Remnant. Okay, so now that we're back in the fetid pools area, what we're going to do is go back, grab the amulet that we have, and we're going to save and quit the game again so that we make sure to keep the amulet in the world. So we're just going to exit the application. Once on the desktop, we're going to go ahead and copy and paste the desktop save back into our save folder and then relaunch Remnant again. Okay, so I'll just kind of go over what we're doing right now. We created that save to make sure that the amulet is still in the world. And then now that we're back in the fetid pool, we have the second amulet, we have an amulet on us, and there's still the spare amulet in case anything messes up, right? So we're going to go back to the acid pool, we're going to create the second key, and then we are going to open up the second door. Okay, so we're just going to do the same thing as the first. We're going to just crouch and walk into the pool. And this time it works pretty quickly. Again, we're just going to die, and we're going to go back to the last checkpoint. We're going to go ahead and open the second door. Okay, so at this point, we now have a save with both doors open. So what we're going to do is I just sit at this to try to make sure that the game saves with both doors open. We're going to exit the application again, go back to our desktop. Returning to Ward 13 guarantees the game saves. You can catch it up in the top left corner, a little save symbol. But like I said, we're going to exit the application, go back to our desktop, and copy and save the file that we have right now onto our desktop. Okay, so we're going to overwrite our desktop save, and then we're going to open the game again. Alright, so for the last time, we're back in the fetid pools area. All we're going to do is run up and collect these glowing fragments. Your save now, if you followed the guide correctly, should have both doors open, and the fragments should be on the ground. As I showed in my inventory, I have 9, so I'm showing that this does still work as of August 17th of 2023. All you'll have to do is exit your application, and you'll go back to your desktop screen, and then you will copy and paste the set aside save, and you'll paste it back into your folder. Be careful not to drag it, otherwise you might accidentally move the save, and it will then be gone. There's no real way to get that back. And then, as I show, the glowing fragments are still in my inventory, and they're now back in the world. Alright guys, if you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. I hope that this guide explains it in a detail and an easy way to understand. If you enjoyed this, please don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.